All right, good morning, folks. Welcome in. Here we are, House Edge Live with John from Casino Gaming Central on a hump day. It's Wednesday. And I always say, I say this every Wednesday, like a broken freaking record. Like, God, it happens so fast, doesn't it? Like, the weeks just kind of just go. I remember that year when I was out of work and it seemed like it took forever to get through that freaking year. Now that I'm working and grinding, my goodness gracious, it's just going so fast. And it's going good, too. I should actually... I should plan it. I think I got a already scheduled Friday show, but one of these days I'm going to go ahead and just do a full app demo. I think you guys ought to see where the app is right now, where it's headed, ahead of our big launch. We're launching the app officially, like I think April 4th. So it's coming along pretty good. And I've got some interesting, cool AI things that I've been working on. I showed you some strategy stuff a few weeks back. Now it's visual, so you can actually like build a strategy kind of online. Integrations with Dice Data and Dicer.io are about to get started, so we'll have some really cool kind of synergy with those guys. Anyway, it's coming along well. It's basically the bridge in digital form, plus some awesome games, and the games really, I think, play super well. So anyway, let's hop on in here. I got a fun show I think planned today. We're going to work a little bit of a press move that I call the Parlay press, and I've done it for years. It's been a while since I've shown you this one, so I think it'll be kind of fun today. And again, why am I here? Why do I care? Why do we drone on and on and on every day? It's because I want you to not ever forget that the casinos are trying to take all your money, right? We love it. And I saw a video the other day where I think it was from one of the math nerds. Anyway, he made a good point. And of course, I know there's a guy behind the channel, but it's AI voice, which I don't like. But anyway, he was talking about the casinos have done a really good job of framing what I'm about to say to you. Okay. And I have said this, and maybe I've fallen into the trap a little bit. Maybe a lot of us have. Man, the casinos are so fucking good at taking your money. I swear to God. We have said, if you're there for entertainment, that's fine. Right? A night out with, taking your spouse to dinner and a show, or to a concert, or to a football or a baseball game. You go to an MLB game, you're in for $300-400. By the time you buy tickets, you get there, you pay to park, you buy your food, right? It's a night. Losing $500 at a craps table, we say, is no different. It's just a night of entertainment. If you budgeted for it and it's fun for you, then who cares, right? Isn't that a suck job? Think about that. We have all gotten used to saying this. And I know that people in my chat say it all the time. Remember, it's just entertainment money. You have got to remember that is a psychological trick. And the guy pointed it out. I'm like, man, he's right. The casinos have gotten us saying this, right? They've gaslit us to some degree into agreeing with the fact that we're going there for the purposes of lighting money on fire, and it's okay. Think about that. You walk into the casino, and I got to apologize for saying it now. It's entertainment money. Go ahead. If you're not there, if you can't afford to lose it, don't play it. It sounds like good advice, right? If you're entertained, that's the price of entertainment. Well, guess what? They've got me saying that. And that kind of pisses me off a little bit if you think about it. Like, if you're going there, right, go there to win. Go to have fun, but go to win. Like, go with a purpose. Like, I'm not going there to lose as little as I can. Right? I'm going there with the purpose of winning. If I don't win, I better damn well have a good time. That's where the bridge comes in. The bridge comes in to making sure that I'm not there just to have a good time, that I have a chance to get through it. Right? But the average bear who's going in there going, it's entertainment. Whatever. I'm investing in my sanity today. Right? Boy, the casinos are good, man. I'm telling you, the psychological warfare that they're playing with us is freaking good. That's why this exists. That's why we open with the bridge, we close with focus, our acronym sandwich every day, because you got to remember, even though it is fun and entertaining, and you are maybe planning to lose some money, right? Go in there armed. Have your bankroll figured out, right? Understand the risk profile that you have. How would you like, I'm going to show you today the Parlay press. Would you play that today? Would you play it? And when you see what I'm going to do today, I'm going to compare it with some other things. Would you play it? Gary's like loving the pass line parlay. I love the pass line parlay. That thing works, man. You get 4 in a row all the time on the pass line. It happens all the time. The pass line parlay is better than a don't pass parlay because, frankly, the come out sevens beat you too much. But a quick 7-7, make a point, come out 7, you're done. You can get out of there in just so fast with a shooter, right? But let's, again, frame it all. Frame what I say to you today. Frame what you watch other YouTubers doing under this lens, under this filter, under the sieve of the bridge, right? Know where all these things land for you, because if you don't, you're going to get yourself hurt. All right, let's jump in. What's happening in the world, in our world today? So we know our basic schedule is set. What I can't wait for, honestly, is to get more plugged into other communities, like the roulette community and the baccarat guys. Nobody goes live playing baccarat, by the way. Like, the one thing about Crapsy, and our personal issues aside, it has brought the community together, right? In some ways, to play live with Brian Hawaii Crapshooters is live right now, probably, right? Joe does it every day. George does it all the time. It's a great tool to get us together, but the roulette guys haven't figured it out yet. We're about to write a roulette app that's going to let them figure it out and have a roulette group like the Craps group is. Nobody's doing baccarat. Nobody's doing blackjack live. We should. What Joe does every day, what Brian does almost every day, what George does every day is amazing. 10 ton after 1 every Thursday now. He's going to go every Thursday now, I think, right? With his live podcast. You got Full of Chips, Chris and OBC, Craig. Every Monday, they drop a show for us to go to work with, right? Color Up goes every Sunday night. I'm not sure that there's roulette guys doing this. I'm not sure there's blackjack guys doing this, but damn it, there should be. There should be guys doing this, right? We need podcasts and gambler-centric shows, like swapping stories and debating topics on all the games, right? So my hope is that the schedule screen goes 2 screens, and it's like the craps guys and the roulette guys, and then we'll add other guys. And if there are other people out there doing this stuff, I got to find it out and bring it to us. So I'm hoping that this screen goes and there's more stuff like what I'm doing every day from other games. I would love to see that. So anyway, also happening here in the buzz, we've already got some guys doing this. The shooter tourney has started. I think Alfredo hosted Joel, 208 Craps, and I think Wattage Live hosted who is it? I can't. It's too small for me to read. I have to figure out how to make this thing a little bit bigger. What does that say? It is Crapshoot Clint. So far 2 guys have gone. A couple of decent scores. A 13 and a 12 are the highest scores. First round, that's pretty good. You get in the teens in the first round, you're going to make it. There's 40 something guys in the tournament this year, so we'll see how that progresses. But I'll find a better way to display. This is what I screen capped. What George has. We'll find a better way to show the top 5, and I'll keep showing the top 5 or top 10 here as we start getting more guys to go. And as I learn the schedule, I'll post it there. I got to find the master place where this is all located to make it easier for us to find them. But yeah, so far the tourney is going. Hopefully we'll have it done in a relatively quick time. Last year, because of schedules, man, it just drug on. So let's hope that we can get it fired. Try and get George on here at some point here to talk through it with us too. So, all right. What else is going on? You want to do something fun? You want to have our streak hunter today? Yeah, here we go. This is our next our Wednesday session called The Streak Hunter. And what I want to do with this series is find different ways to catch streaks in gambling. And there's lots of ways to do it. Lots of patterns. You'll find that pattern betting sort of becomes synonymous with streak betting. So what does that look like for us? So I'm going to show you today a streak pattern called the Parlay Press. It's a pretty simple one. We start with a unit. When you win, you parlay. When you win again, hopefully you win 2 in a row, you start ratcheting your bets. It takes a couple of turns to get going. If you can build momentum on anything, this will work really well. And again, I'm going to show it to you today on my craps table because it's what I have available. But this type of system works everywhere. It'll work on blackjack, baccarat, the even number bets, or the even odd, high, low, black, red on roulette. It'll work pass line, don't pass. It'll work field in craps. Anything that's about a 50-50 shot, 1-to-1 bet, it works great. I will show you, though, where it can work on other bets as well. So why don't we just jump on down to the table here and let me sort of mess around with you a little bit and show you how the parlay press looks and feels. So here's my table view. And what I'll do is I'll do some side-by-sides with you so you get a sense of like the risk profile and what it can look like in the end. So let's take some white chips here. I'll take these, let me get a stack of whites. Hold on a second. It's going to take me a minute to reach over. There's some whites and here's some whites. It doesn't matter what the unit size is. These could be whites or reds or whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. Now, the regular same better. I'll put the bet out here. Regular same better. Let's just take 4 in a row. Take the magical 4 in a row, right? He wins 4 bets in a row. He clearly wins $4. Four units is what the same better is going to win. That's an easy one. Okay. We'll look at my favorite, the 1-3-2-4. Now check the 1-3-2-4 out. Okay. The 1-3-2-4, you win. You start with 1, you win 1, and you press 1. So you go from 1 to 3. You've got a power press in there. So you're in for 2 units for that first hit. Okay. On the second hit, you regress yourself down to 2. And what that does for you on hit number 2 with the 1-3-2-4 is you've got your 2 units back in the rack that you started with. So we'll put those away. And you've got 2 units in profit. And you've got 2 units bet. So on the second hit, you're up 2 and you're still playing. The same better on the second hit is also up 2 and still playing with 1. So you're basically in the same spot at that second hit. Okay. This is where it differs. On the third hit, you parlay the 4 to 4. On the third hit, he's got 3 in profit. You've got 2 in profit. Okay. So you're behind a little bit, but on that fourth hit, of course, we know that now we're done. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in profit, right? The 1, 3, 2, 4 nets you 10. A regular parlay press, or regular parlay looks like this. A 4-leg parlay goes from 1, parlay it to 2. 2 parlays to 4. 4 parlays to 8. And of course, 8, your last hit is the miracle. And again, from a 1 unit bet, you profit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 units in profit. That's the regular hardcore parlay, 4-leg parlay. It's almost impossible, or is it, to get 4 in a row? But that one nets you 16 or 15. That's a great way to play. Love that one. Okay. But I want to show you the parlay press today. The parlay press works like this. You start with a unit. Whatever, and again, whatever your unit is. And again, whatever game you're playing, doesn't matter. 1 unit. When it wins, here's the pattern. You parlay the win, the first win. Okay. The odd number wins, if you will. When that parlay wins, you ratchet your bet. You go up your base bet by 1 unit. You started out with 1, you parlayed to 2. So your first one, you stay at 2. Your new bet size is now 2. Your new base bet is 2. Notice that your 1 unit's back in the rack and 1 unit in profit. So you're already ahead of the same better. On the first hit, you're doing pretty well. Or that first repeat, you're doing well. Okay. Now, here's where it gets fun. On the third hit or the next hit, it's a 2 unit win. You parlay it. If you win the parlay, you take your 4 unit win now to the house and you ratchet your bet. Your first bet was at 1. Your second one was at 2. Now your base bet is 3. So you regress a little bit there. Okay. If the 3 unit bet wins, you parlay it. I'll stretch it out like that so you can see them all. Okay. If the parlay wins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, your new base bet is 4. You always ratchet your base by 1 unit each time. And as you grow the base, the parlay becomes bigger and the profits become bigger as well. It's like an up and pull, but it's a parlayed up and pull effectively. So instead of up and pull, you up and parlay. And then you reset the base to 1 unit higher. Keep ratcheting the base up. This takes a little bit of work to get done. But if you catch one of those great runs, right, again, you're going to be in another 5, 10, 15 unit win plus 4 playing. Okay. So the parlay press is a ratcheting system. Okay. It doesn't build forever on the same bet, right? You parlay and you pull and then you reset the base. You parlay and you pull and you reset the base. It does take a run to get itself going. But when you get those 4, 5, 6 in a rows that you'll see sometimes in streaky games like Baccarat and roulette, whatever, this thing works pretty well. It works okay in the pass line too. The pass line can be very streaky as well, as you know, can the field. So let's roll it out really quick. I'll give you a sense of how this thing feels in real life. I'm going to take the whites out of the way. I'm going to get some greens out of the bank and put the bank over here for the greens. Oh my goodness. Fumble fingers first thing in the morning, right? There's my green bank up here on the right. Let's put the rack over here. I got $500 in the rack. And let's do it. Let's play this first in the field. I'll do like yesterday. We'll do a field bet and craps first. Again, try and get a little run in here. I'll do a few of those, and then we'll go to the pass line, and I'll show it like that. But really, think of this more as a 50-50 type of split. All right, here we go. And actually, what it's fun to do is roll the dice and go odd even. Just like odd or even, odd or even. It's just like playing black. Like really, roll the dice, odd or even. It's baccarat or it's roulette. That's effectively what you're doing. There's no way to do a tie with the dice. That is the house edge. But yeah. Anyway, let's play it with real craps in the field. And again, it's a 1 unit risk. It's a 1 unit risk, and we know that it wins. It'll win indefinitely. So $500 is fine with a quarter. Okay. And again, I would probably do it here, not here, but for the sake of speed, let's do it here. I'm going to roll the Yahtzee dice today instead of using the plinker machine. And here we go. A little field action for it. There's a hard 10 in the field. So again, we're going to win 1. We're going to parlay it up. Okay. So now we have a 2 unit bet. We win the bet, we're in good shape. If we don't win the bet, we start over at 1. So our risk is only ever 1. We've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, $500 over here to give it a shot. So there's a 5. So that loses. We'll go out with 1 again. I hate the field. There's a 7. I hate the field for these things because sometimes you can just go like a million in a row without a field. And these guys, and this will show you too, by the way, if we have the field martingale crowd watching, the field is the worst thing in the world to martingale on. All right, there's a 7. There's another 1. And look at that, $100 down the tubes. 6. Boy, the field can be so volatile. 4. Okay, that wins. We'll parlay it up. A 5. We cannot get the parlay. You need to get at least 2 in a row to make this damn thing work. Today, look at that. Look at the losses stacking up. The field crushing souls over here. There's a 9. Let's win and parlay it. Can we catch 2 in a row? We got 2 in a row. Thank God. All right, we got our parlay. Now we hit our parlay. We ratchet up the base, so the base for the first one stays at 2. Now we're looking to catch a run. Let's catch a little run here, huh? A 6. Nope. No dice today. Back out we go. Another 6. Man, the field. My gravy. There's a 10. That's a win and a parlay. There's a 9. Hit our parlay, which is fantastic. Again, base bet now becomes 2. Ratchet that guy up. Come on. How about some 3, 4 in a row, huh? Nope. Haven't gotten more than 2 in a row yet. Stinking field. All right. There's a 10. That'll win. And we'll parlay it. Come on, field. Do your thing. Nope. 2 rows of losses up there now. My gracious. All right. There's a 3. That's cool. Wins 1. Parlays. Can we hit? Yes. Yes, finally. There's a parlayed win. Keep the bet at 2. Can I get 3 in a row or 4 in a row? That's the thing. 3 in a row, 4 in a row? No, it's a 7. The field is not playing. But look at our bank, right? 350. We've only lost 6 units, right? Effectively, we're doing okay. We're kind of staying alive here. Parlay and a win. A 6. Nope, that came out of the bank. Sorry, not my bank. 7. Wow. This is a good lesson in house edge over here, by the way. Another 7. Boy, oh boy. If we were playing the pass line parlay, we would have had it, right? 5. Good Lord. 6. Holy hell. 6 again? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to make a third row. We're never gonna get out of it. There's the 10. Win and parlay. A midnight, which pays, I'll pay it a 2 unit. Okay. And again, we're gonna ratchet the bet. So we'll ratchet the bet, keep it at 2. 6. We cannot get that third win. There's another row of losses. 4. Wins, parlays. A 6. We just cannot get the can't get the run. We'll work this down here for a little bit and then we'll switch out. There's a 9. Win and parlay. A 7. Man alive. How crazy. Another 6. A loss. We're down. We're going to lose $500. But I want you to see how many cracks we had. This is interesting. Win in a parlay. 5. Casino takes the win. Giving a lot of wins back. Okay, 10. Win in parlay. 6. We are literally, the 6 has been our 7 today. The 6 has been killing us. Iron Cross would have been great, right? There's an 8. Another loss. Down to our last $100. Can we pull it off here? There's a 4. A win with a parlay. A 6. Nope. Fantastic, man. All right, there's another 7. Look at this gravy. My goodness. 6 again. Boy, the 6s have been crushing souls this morning. There's a yo 11 yo. Win and parlay. And there's the 7. That'll do it. That's going to be our last bet. 9. Win and parlay. And the 7, of course, takes our last money. So what's interesting about this is this. Okay. These are all the losses, which is a lot of money. We talk about house edge a lot and what it really looks like for you. This is interesting. I can't do the math with you really quick, but watch what happens. I'm going to take out of the losses. Let's take the money back in the rack. We had $500 to start. There's 100. There's 200. There's 300. There's 400. There's the 500. Okay, there's the $500 I started with. All right. All this out here, all this excess loss. Look at that. These are all cracks that we had. These are all shots we took. Okay. These are the parlays that lost. These are the wins that we handed back when you're playing multiple hands per hour. This is where the house edge gets the average gambler. It's not that you lost the $500 that we lost. It's this. It's there's let's see. There's 500 in greens, and there's another 125. There's $525, okay, in loss there's the stack. 525 in loss back to the casino, not including what you started with, right? All the times you put the money back on the table, all those cracks you took over and over again, right? Those, oh, look, we got another bullet. Let's keep playing. This is what it looks like to you. This is house edge right here. This is it. This is money you didn't take home. This is money you put back in action. This is all the extra chances that you took. And again, we took them with the parlays, right? Away from our rack. Isn't that interesting? When you see what you actually lost, you think you lost 20 bets, right? You lost more than 20 bets. You lost 45 bets. During that session, we lost 45 bets. Isn't that interesting? When you see the losses spread out like this as you're going, you're like, oh my God, I lost way more than what I had in my rack. That is the casino's secret weapon, folks. There it is. Okay, now let's do this again on the pass line. Here we go. Ready? We'll go pass line. Skill says a question here. He says, you said the pass line is better than the don't pass, right? So the don't pass parlays are very difficult to pull off. The only way a don't pass parlay really works well, and I hate to say it, is if you're going to hedge out this come out, because the come out wipes out the don't pass so many times. The pass line parlay works well because you get come out wins. The don't pass parlay sucks because you get whacked on come out wins. How many times have I had this don't pass parlay up to 4 or 5 units and the come out 7 sequence comes and you lose it all? If you're going to do this on the don't, you've got to find a way to get those bets out there, whether that means having a don't come that protects this on the subsequent come out, whether it means laying something to get this bet out. You parlay only on the numbers. You never try and do a don't pass parlay from the come out because you'll get killed at it. It's the one time I think that hedging makes a bit of sense. Let's run this again on the pass line side. We'll do a quick little run through of the pass line parlay from the pass line. Here we go. I'll need my puck, which will be off. And let's just get a quick sense of rhythm. There's a 9 for the point. And here we go. Let's just catch 7. Quick out of the gate, loser. Come out 5. Yo 11. There's my 9. Another yo. An 8. Good run here. 7 out. That's our second loss again. Little streak of come out 7s wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, huh? Another yo. A lot of yos here. Look at that. I don't know how great this this surface of mine is, but there's a 6, so we win it, and we'll parlay it. Puck will be off. Now we're looking for the come out 7 sequence, right? Another 6. Let's get this parlayed win. How about a 3-3? Nope. Now watch. I've made 3 bets out of my rack. My loss is 4. Remember, watch how this thing grows. The same demo from the field, right? I lost 3, but I've really lost 4. Okay? Understand that. These systems to me are great. They work. This is the only way to really win big money is to kind of use casino money against them. However, the impact of the loss sequence is big. Another loss there. We're going to have 20 units to play with. We're going to lose way more than 20 throughout this process. Okay? There's an 8. There's a 9. 5. Come on, 6. Find yourself. You were there before. There's a 6. That's a win. There's a parlay. We're coming out to a 5. There's an 8. Another 8. An 11. A midnight. Hard 4. We had a hard 8 and a hard 4 in this roll here, which is interesting. Second midnight of the shooter. Aces. I think we might have an ATS on our hands here. There's our 7. So we lose again. Now look at it again. We've lost 4 or 5 shots over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total losses. If nothing else today, learn that lesson. Coming out. There's a 10. That's ugly. 6, 9, 10. Win. Parlay. Puck off. Another 10. Having to win the 10 twice in a row is going to be a bear, right? There's our 7. Bummer. Puck is off. 8 hard. Easy 8. Press it up. So far, we have not gotten more than 2 in a row anywhere. On the field or here. We have not yet gotten our 3rd hit. Isn't that crazy town? That's a 5 or a 6 coming up. Here we go. Midnight again. Another 10. Boy, the 10 is cruising. There's a 7. Coming out again. So far, we burned 8 units out of there. 3. There's a 9th unit burned. Come out 9. I should do this at the same time, actually, right? A little side-by-sider. 6. 7 out. A 4. There's the 5. There's the 7 out again. Not our day today, boy. Thank God. Look at that. Another aces on the come out. Gee whiz. Glad today I'm not at the casino. 7 on the come out. Finally, a come out winner. Good gravy. Parlay it up. Can we catch one? Yay. Finally, we win a parlayed bet. Good Lord. And we'll ratchet up the bet. New bases too. There's a 9. Let's just see a run. Look at that. We finally hit that. Parlay it up to 4. Come on. Come on. Let's hit a second level bet here, huh? Let's see it happen one time. 6 is the point. 8. Come on, sister. Come on, sister. There's the 10. We got them all. 8, 9, 10. 6. We hit a parlayed. Oh my God, we got our second level, right? That is a 4-legger, by the way. If you're playing the other way, the pass line parlay, there's your 4th leg. Now we're going to do is ratchet the bet. 1, 2, 3 is the base. It was 2. Now it's 3. We'll start putting the rack back together a little bit. And here we go. Puck is off. How about a come out 7? That's an 8. That's all right. 8's good. There's a 5. There's an 8. Perfect. Win 3. Hammer it up. Coming out. Come out 7. Ah, it's a 6. It's a yo. That's a 9, 5, 4. There's a hard 8. Another yo. Whoops. 10. Hit my arm there. Sorry about that. 3. Come on, baby. It's a 7. That would have been nice. I'm going to stop here because of time, but look at this. We finally got our 3rd level, which is fantastic, right? We 7'd out, but look at our rack. 1, 2, 3, almost 4. Had this bet won, I'm gonna set the rack up. 4, 5, 6, right? Had the bet won, we would have won 6. Our next level up would have been 4. We would have ratcheted to 4. And we would have been, I'll put it over here. There's 1. There's 2, 3, 4. That's our rack being correct. 3 units in profit and a 4-unit bet. All that losing, we would have been okay if we had just hit that 6 at the end there, right? That's if ifs and buts, right? But we didn't, obviously. So we have this as part of our losses. Now, again, in our rack, what we actually lost is 5 units. 1, 2, 3. There's 400. We lost 5 units out of our rack. You go home a little bit of a loser. 125. Look at the actual money lost to the casino. Okay? Look at what you had in play. All that money, all those losses, right? The parlayed losses added up to this, right? There is your house edge. There is why gamblers lose. That's, if nothing else, learn this. Okay? I lost 5 units out of my life, but look what the casino gained off of me. This is how the lights stay on. This is the hard truth of gambling right here. Okay? I didn't just lose 5 units. That's the 5 that out of my rack that I lost. Here's the opportunity cost. Right? 400 or $350 in giveaways. Now again, if I was same betting the whole time, would have still got kind of crushed, right? But when you're using house money against the house and you don't pay off, that's what goes back home. Very, very interesting stuff. I find that kind of stuff more fascinating than if my strategy wins or loses. So, all right, let's go back. Let's go back and talk about it some more. I'm going to come back over here. And there's Parlay Press. Now, I like that one because you're risking 1 unit at a time. Out of your rack, your rack risk is 1 unit. Your tabletop limit is 1 unit. If you catch a good run, especially early, you can be in great shape. It takes a minute, as you can see, to kind of get steam built up, but you're never risking more than 1 unit. And if you pull off one parlay, that bullet is paid for, plus another one. So there's goodness to that, but it does take a hot minute to get itself going. So yeah, pros and cons. Leave it in the comments. What do you think about this system as far as a streak catcher versus a straight up 3 or 4 leg parlay, or the 1, 3, 2, 4? The 1, 3, 2, 4 would have done great today, by the way. All those second level wins we got, right, where you don't have to press up to the third one, all of those are racking up the profits over here. Okay. But again, your takeaway ought to be the give back, the casino give back, which is a little bit insane. So, alrighty, let's go to Q&A here and see what our peeps have to say. I'm going to check the chats here. Let me get my keyboard back and just see if there's any questions that I haven't yet addressed. Again, if you want to get me live, put a Q out there. So far, skills only 1, and we talked about it. I think the don't pass parlay has to be hedged to make it work. Today would have been good. We had all those 7 outs. We didn't hit a whole lot of points today. We actually had a couple of come out winners too, but honestly, the don't pass, you've got the hammer with a puck being set. I would only parlay the don't pass with a safe bet, and you're going to have to hedge to get that out. So, you know, I don't love hedging very much. So for me, it's not a thing for me. Anyway, I like that kind of play better on Baccarat, to be frank with you. Okay, let's get on out of here. I'm going to give you a little bit of love here from Lou. Part of the acronym SAMP. We start with the bridge every day. We end with focus, following your plan, observing the table conditions, controlling your emotions, understanding the game and the odds, and of course, staying disciplined. Keep focus when you're playing. Again, the casino's playing mind games all the time. And again, another mind game today. Lost 125, actually left 350 out there through all that play. That's a fascinating eye-opener. That should be such an eye-opener when you see that kind of happen out there in person, in real time like that. So stay focused, everybody. And remember, above all else, keep it simple. Keep it simple, right? The more complex you make things, the harder you make it on yourself. The more chips you got in motion, the more they go back to the house, guys. Keep things simple. Again, the idiot admires complexity. The genius admires simplicity. So I would say this: Keep it simple, guys. In the meantime, see you tomorrow for Thursday. Yeah, have a great rest of your week. Have a great rest of your day. Love y'all. God bless. Bye.